this is Isabel here. This is a reading for the last week of March. So from 27th of March until 2nd of April. I'm sorry for the delay, but it's actually the fourth time I've been recording this video. I had some technical struggles, and the last video I made, somehow in the process of editing and converting, some part was cut off, and I don't know how this happened, but I believe that maybe I just needed to do this one more time, and maybe today I have something more important to say. Let's see. However, I think that in the future I'll be just doing the readings in the middle of the week, because unfortunately I'm not able to do this on Saturday. The Sunday is actually the last day to do it, but then it takes hours really to upload it on YouTube, so I'll be probably doing this earlier. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to say. I want to thank you for viewing the videos and for liking, for any support. If this is of course the general reading. If you want something more thorough, then I'm also available for private readings, and information in the description. And let's get started. Generally, what I would like to say is that before I started recording these videos, I also, for this reading, I used tarot cards, but what I saw was completely out of order, and I didn't see any clear messages in this, and I just decided that probably I just need to ground myself a little bit more, because I was in very much in my mind yesterday, and then I just decided that I will just use the soul cards only, because this is actually what I was feeling more strongly, to use them inclusively, except for this one message, overall message I have here from this Sacred Rebels Oracle. So at the beginning I will just mention that I am speaking about it also because this is quite interesting, that when I used the tarot card for these positions, as I often do, I use the soul cards, and on the bottom of the soul cards decks was this card, and when I spread these cards for the second spread, and this card also showed up on the bottom of the deck. So I think it's quite important to mention this. And also, when I was doing later the reading for the month of April, I forgot to mention in the April video, but when I was doing the reading and I was shuffling the cards for the April month reading, this card also popped out during the shuffling at some point. I didn't include it in the reading, but I just kept it in mind that it showed up, and I think this is quite important message. And what I get from this is that it's some kind of a warning to stay on the path. And why is this showing up? I think it's because what's going on the feminine side. And of course I will repeat, everybody probably who's watching this video are aware of that feminine or masculine are energies. When I'm saying feminine or masculine, it's not gender specific. So it may be as well that if you're a woman, you more resonate with some messages of the on the masculine side, or if you're a man, you more resonate with the messages on the feminine side, or it can be mixed. It all depends how these energies are balanced, and how much of each of the energies you have. Okay, and I will start with the reading. I will just probably go with the messages I received yesterday, and maybe something new will show up as well. So in the middle, so this is the like the energy for both masculine and feminine is this is some kind of reminder from the divine that this union, that this connection between masculine and feminine, it's a precious divine gift, and that we should really treasure it, and we should nourish it, and we should be really loving and very protective about it. And this is important, especially as with the same with this card, in regards to what is happening on the feminine side, but I will speak about it a little bit later. So on the masculine side, you can see this card. It showed up in this reading here in this position before, I think like 2 weeks ago maybe. And this means that masculine is more aware of this connection, more and more aware. He's more into his intuition, he's connected in balancing his heart, and he's more aware of this connection, but there is still some work to do on both of the sides, masculine and feminine. That's why, you know, although they are holding hands, they are like ingrown into each other. They're looking in different directions. It's not because they are escaping from the union, but they have other processes and things to do separately. But what they do, whatever they do, it's for the union, because they are here holding the hands. So I just feel that it's and masculine is more and more aware of it, that although it seems outside that there is in this third dimension, there is nothing really going on this material plane. There is a lot of work and a lot of transformation and balancing on the energetic plane. I also feel that masculine here has some problem with, I mean, I think that there is some disruption in receiving, that for some reason he's not receiving the energy properly. I think it's mainly because now, for example, he's working through the things that feminine was working like a week or 2 weeks ago. These both cards a week or 2 weeks ago were on the feminine side, and this was on the masculine side. So I think that now, like, these energies are like exchanging. Yes, that the feminine worked out on these things, and now the masculine is catching up, and he's working on these things. And I think that he's working on connecting to his, or reconnecting to his creativity, and to expressing himself. And also what I feel is that he wants this connection with the feminine. He may not express it like consciously or on this material plane, but there is this need for connection. And I feel that mostly this, because here I can feel like sort of he's calling to the feminine, and I think that he's calling to the feminine because she's a little bit focused on something else, and she's like looking away from the union. And on the feminine side, I actually can see two scenarios. I will speak about it in a minute. But what I want to mention here as well is that for me it's like, here we have this calling from the divine to stay on the path, on this journey. And I think that connects very well on this color, on this card, and masculine is sort of calling to the feminine to reassure here that he's there for her, that he has love, and he wants this connection. But at the moment he's still in some imbalances, and he's trying to balance some energies. We have to remember that for the last few months, and especially the weeks, there was a very heavy energy for the masculine, and there was a lot of transformation. He had to leave some layers of ego behind, and I also could see these energies in the reading for April, that masculine will be balancing a lot of this masculine and feminine energies, and try to be really sensitive about how he approaches the feminine. And yeah, so this is something that he really needs to work on at the moment. On the feminine, here we can see this figure. He's sitting on the mountain and looking on their starry night, as I imagine. And I think that we have two scenarios here. One is that she's very focused on the creativity. It's something that she's been focused on for a while. And I mean, I think she's thinking of, because this card really reminds me of Seven of Cups, and I think because when I was, this is another thing I want to mention, when I put the tarot cards before, on this position I had Seven of Cups, and this particular cards, I think that resonates very well with this image, that there is a lot of option to choose, ways to follow, but feminine, is a little bit confused and doesn't know what to choose, and she's trying really to observe, yes, and to make her mind. But also another option that I can see, another scenario, is that feminine is a little bit maybe tired and bored already with waiting for the masculine to really step into this union, to step in this connection truly, and to really work through his things. And because of that, she maybe if she has some other options, like coming from outside of the union, some other people showing up, maybe she's considering to engage with someone else, to try at this moment in time to to connect with someone else, and to enjoy connection with someone else. And here what I can see is also we have this, so I feel like it's also divine, like she's asking these questions. Here we have something like that looks like a big question mark, and she's looking above, and she's really spreading her arms and asking what should I choose, what should I do. And I think that divine is smiling here, because and the feminine actually has the intuition, she has the knowing, she has this connection with her own wisdom, and she knows what to follow. But also it's remember that whatever she chooses, it's not to discard, to leave the path completely. And I think that, for example, if even if there is someone, for example, some karmic partner or something like that, and you feel that, oh, but there is this this beautiful connection with the divine masculine I have. If I go and engage into this karmic situation, I will delay the union or something like that. I think that if it depends what do you really feel inside. If you feel that very strongly, and maybe even it has been coming back to you for a while, that maybe there is something that you need to learn in this other connection from this other person. There are some lessons that you have to learn before you step into the union. Then going for that is actually bringing you closer to the union. I believe that, because you can refuse that, and you can resist that. But it may be that well, if you're not in the union, that means that you're not ready for this or other reason yet, and there is something that needs healing, and maybe this healing can come through this person, yes. And yeah, I can see that, like, here is this burden and this expectation that it's not being met, but there is there is some energy coming from other side, from outside of the union, and feminine may not be really satisfied, because this is not what she wants, because she wants the masculine to step in. But I think that this week is a time to make your mind about it, whether you should do it or not. I think that it will work different for different people. I believe that if there is really strong pull toward some other person, and if there is, if you can see that there are some lessons in this connection, I think that you should follow what you feel, because you have this intuition and this wisdom within you. And here what I can see is that feminine, and this relates to this energies here. That regardless of what she's deciding or what she's doing and of what it's in her mind, she knows that her divine partner is here, and she is still sending him loving energy and a lot of support. I think she's understanding. I don't see a lot of battle on her side. I think that even if she has some doubts and second thoughts, it's not something that she really struggles with. But it's there, it's present, and she needs to remember that she has this precious gifts here, in the person of divine masculine. And as long as you are aware that you need to stay here, but maybe in order to get here you need to engage in something else on your way as well, then you should follow this. I believe so. Okay. Now this card here from Sacred Rebels is Big World Vision. So I will read you the message. You were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big. Even you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all details may look like, you can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea, that is coming to you. You may worry that it is too much for you, but don't worry, it is meant to be yours. Although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and you open up to fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel a little dizzy with the shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you're allowed to access so much wonder. Remember that in your healing and growing success, as you manifest this big vision, you can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner work, your art, and your choices. It is a win-win situations. Those that are meant to live big, bold, and visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansion in perspective of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it is your vision, it is not just about you. You're being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way, in the right time and in the right way. Stay open, receptive, playful, and surrendered. This oracle brings you a message you're about to receive or be invited to become part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey that brings that vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming, it is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. This oracle brings a message for those who would like to further develop the intuitive side. It is already happening. Trust in what you perceive. Even if it conflicts with what everyone else around you is saying on the surface of things, trust your inner perceptions. They are accurate and will be proven to be so later on. The healing process below will help you with this also. This oracle brings a general message of positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if anything seems to be in a bit of a shambles now, it's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. And the healing process. Say, I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious or unconscious, stored in my body or mind that would have me belittle or minimize myself out of fear or ignorance. I choose to be bold, big and bright, to vision with my heart and receive all the genius of the universe in supporting that vision and coming to life, so be it. So yes, as I said, you need to trust yourself, and when something comes, even if it's something that you wouldn't expect, like for example you are on this journey and you just maybe focused on really connecting with the divine masculine and the union, but maybe something else will happen. Something else will show up, some other paths you need to follow before that happens. It may be for a month, it may be for a few months, it may be for a year or a few years. It all depends on where are you on this journey. I think that we really need to listen to your intuition, into your heart, and you will know what is the way, what is the path that you should follow. Yeah. And I think that I'm repeating myself here, but doesn't matter. I will repeat it anyway. I think that this disruptions that masculine has here now, as I said, it's because of this imbalance in his creative expression. He needs to find balance in his creative expression, and then he will be more open to the connection with the feminine and to this to expressing himself. And yes, and one more thing I forgot to tell you, and that's what I said yesterday in yesterday's video, that I feel that masculine is a little bit preoccupied now with survival. He's more in a survival mode. He's thinking and worrying too much about how to organize all this, how to create the foundation for life for both of you. And this is what happens when you go into this mode of survival. You just lose connection with your imagination, intuition, and with the true magic of life. And he wants this. He wants to connect to the feminine. He wants to be in this magical space and to share it with the feminine. But he made the switch to the survival mode, and just he needs to find this balance. And not to worry about it, because as we know that when the feminine and masculine join together, they join their powers together. The abundance will flow naturally, because they will be in space of harmonious love. And when you are in space of love and magic, then everything unfolds magically, and there is no lack. So I think that masculine needs to remember that there is this strong connection between him and the feminine, that this is really a treasure that he needs to protect, and to not to worry too much, to be balanced in his creativity and his expression, and to be open to give it to the feminine. And I think that the reason that he's it's not on a extremely conscious level, I would say. It's something more unconscious, that he really wants to reach out. He's reaching out to the feminine in some conscious way, because he feels that she's pulling off a little bit. And I think that because he can see that she's pulling off, and she's in her mind, she's somewhere else, maybe in her creative processes, maybe with someone else, and he's trying to call her back here. So yeah, and I think that maybe I will pull one more card, just as an overall energy. One more card. Let's see what's gonna happen, what's gonna show up. Whether it's gonna be some energy that we have come across in the last few weeks. Okay, so overall energy for this reading for this last week of March. Yeah, I'm laughing because this card was actually card was on the bottom of the deck, this card was right underneath. And for me it's also like it's a confirmation of the journey of following the journey of trust, because here we have the stars, a lot of stars, big stars, and the stars are about hope, about healing. And yes, I can see that this is another confirmation to stay on this path, to stay on this journey, to trust in the healing, to trust in our path, and to really work on the balance, because here we can see all this like rainbow chakra colors, and I think that working on the balance on both sides, it's very important. And yeah, and there is still some healing that is necessary. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you could take some information for yourself from this reading, and I think I will see you next week.